In a society where we hear that those who do not have a roof over their head are inferior, what is homelessness really like?
They choose to be homeless.
They're all uneducated. Homeless people are drug addicts.
They are lazy.
My name is Leonardo Serrano, and I am definitely not lazy. I am a hard worker. I'm striving to achieve my dreams, which are, becoming an architect, going to community college, going to a 4-year university at CAPfolio Contest, and graduating on top of my class. Those are my dreams. The reason why I became homeless is because there was not enough space in the place that I was staying. So I had to end up, moving out, or else the whole family was going to get evicted.
These individuals were contributing members of society at one point, had businesses, had business ventures, or contributed to our communities in a profound way, and lost it somehow, either because of illness. A lot of times an illness takes over somebody's body and doesn't allow them to work anymore, and a lot of the times because of trauma, most times because of trauma. A certain traumatic event happened in their childhood or in their adulthood that prevented them from moving forward and living a life the way we think is normal, right?
Definitely, I don't know, the biggest misconception that people have and that I have heard of is that homeless, youth and homeless, men or women are, not able to, I don't know, just sort of like they're useless, They don't have a future, they don't have dreams, they don't have anything, and I clearly don't see that happening.
No, not all homeless people are uneducated. 1 in 10 Cal State students are homeless. 460,000 students are homeless. Some are living in the streets, couch surfing, or living in a car.
The Skid Row area, there's money. You might think it's Skid Row, however, there's a huge gang influence there. While speaking with law enforcement, I was informed that is one of the places where the Crips and the Bloods are together, and they have their own gang there. So a lot of people that have tents pretty much are allowed to have tents because they have to work them. They either have to prostitute or sell drugs out of them. There's a lot of the bathrooms, I don't know if you've seen them. They're like these green little houses. You're not allowed to use it unless you're selling dope out of it, slamming dope, buying it off the drug dealer and using it there, or being prostituted out of those bathrooms. So there is a lot of gang activity and a lot of gang money that's taking place in there. I can tell you, out of 12 women that I approached, all 12 of them had experienced sexual assault, childhood sexual assault, and some form of domestic violence.
How do people become homeless? A lot of times, like I said, they lose their business, illnesses, or trauma. And there's a lot of young people out there that are homeless. And a lot of times it's because these traumas of like not having family or community there to support them. So if we know that families or traditions and families, make us or cause families to close the door on a family member and not support them, then that means community should come together and take more action in supporting these individuals. Because it could easily be me, it could easily be you out in that street, struggling, hustling, not knowing what to do, not having support.
Not having the resources, not having family support, substance abuse. Sometimes there's mental health, and mental health not necessarily is the root of it, but when you add the substance abuse, it's pretty much huge. It's huge.
A proposition will not be the solution to end homelessness, but it can be a major step towards helping people
like Leonardo Serrano and many homeless people living in Los Angeles.